Right, so set up down the line with your fairway woods and everything down the line, drive around, it was really, really good. Just, I think the issue with the drive, when the ball gets further forward, what you end up doing is you moving your shoulders to the golf ball, so your shoulders with the longer clubs aims too far left, and that's causing that sort of slicey, cutty one and or the sky shot, okay? With the fairway wood, it was great. As I said, the focus was now in terms of maintaining your posture. This one wasn't too bad. It moves off a smidgen, okay? I mean, your nose is just about underneath the green lines. It's moved a smidgen, but not miles, okay? So there is a wind, and this is why I say there's no perfect swing out there, okay? There's sort of windows in which we try to hit the golf ball within, okay? So we try to swing the golf club in these lines, this lines, and your body's going to work within the same sort of parameters, okay? If it starts getting a little bit too high, what happens is now then you start to put more of a drop. This little drop here now, but at least from there now, you're able to unwind and rotate your body. You maintain your spine angle that really nicely. So that's good, okay? With the driver, you can see now when the golf club goes forward, you put the ball, there you go. So that was good. I want the lead arm and the club nicely a 9 there now. And by getting your top half behind the ball more, it leans you back slightly, which gets your shoulders square to target, okay? So when you're doing this, you can see when you first went, how the ball's a bit too far forward in your stance. Then we sort of shuffled you, and you got there fine, okay? And then you sort of moved your body back. That would be obviously too much. And don't do it with the knees sliding this way. We're trying to change our spine angle just that way. Make it again, going that sort of like too extreme overreactions, or doing things to try and do it right, do it too much. So just be, again, all these little changes are subtle, really. So, but at least at this position here now, when you're more right of the golf club, you kind of changed your grip just by moving the club in a different position. And I'll show you in a second now how we're going to sort of how this would make sense. But if the club is further ahead of your head, okay, so your head's here and the club's, it's more natural to hold it this way, The second you get like this, your hands are going to want to tip over in that weaker position, which is why with the driver only, you had to have this sort of like I got this sort of this modified technique. I aim over here somewhere to kind of hit this big old cutty one, which is not going to be an ideal kind of way you want to try and get the goal. We want to be sort of aiming where you want to go. Rotation there, those really good, okay? Get behind the golf ball nicely. Now you can sort of maintain behind the ball there with the head. So at impact, you go back to the impact there. See your head behind the golf ball, which will generally ensure that you're hitting the golf ball on the way up. Great for the driver, okay? That was the last one, you sort of sending on your way there nicely. And then through to obviously good finish position now with the body fully rotated, okay? But by getting the driver in a slightly different position, it's the same with, you've got a different grip for your putter. There's a different sort of setup and therefore grip with your chipping and your wedges. You've got a different grip for your bunkers. So all these different movements, it's not like, oh, one size fits all. And that's when people play golf, they go, oh, the driver was great, but my irons were terrible because they use the same set for everything. And the clubs are different. You just look at them. They're longer, shorter, fatter, thicker. So there's lots of differences in these things, so therefore they have to be set up slightly differently to make them work effectively, okay? Make sense? Cool, right.